Several important developments have happened in the past 4 hours regarding Ukraine-Russia conflict. Firstly, Zelensky has appeared in a video in Kiev. He is in capital there. Secondly, Ukrainian government is arming its civilians. We have video clip for you. Thirdly, NATO has made some decisions. And EU as well. Putin, Lavrov are being barred from traveling to EU countries. On Odessa, and other Russian attack is underway. Russians tried to capture Odessa 48 hours ago. They could not, but once again, a massive offensive on Odessa is being reported, and some other updates. So, firstly, there were rumors that Zelensky, president of Ukraine, had fled Kiev as Russian forces. Some contingents had managed to enter northern part of Kiev, Ukrainian capital. But Zelensky, president of Ukraine, is in Kiev. He released a video message from Kiev. He says that he is defending his independence, his country's independence. He is in Kiev. Secondly, in a statement, Zelensky accepted Putin's offer of talks. Yesterday, Dmitry Peskov, Kremlin spokesperson, offered talks to Zelensky. And today he agreed to sit for talks. But Russian officials say that the operation will continue and talks will start after the achievement of the goals of this military operation. Zelensky talked to several European leaders today. He talked to the leaders from Finland, Sweden, UK, and some other EU countries. He complained a little about Italian Prime Minister who did not attend his call. Watch this clip of Ukrainian President Zelensky from Kiev. He's in Kiev.
Всім добрий вечір. Лідер фракції тут, голова Офісу президента тут, прем'єр-міністр Шмигаль тут, Подоляк тут, президент тут. Всі ми тут, наші військові тут, громадяни суспільства тут, всі ми тут. Захищаємо нашу незалежність, нашу державу. І так буде й далі. Слава нашим захисникам, слава нашим захисницям. Slava Ukraine.
So he is there in the capital city. Last night he was in a meeting, a virtual meeting with EU leaders. And reportedly in that meeting he said, it could be the last time that you are seeing me alive. So he is ready to fight, it seems. Second, viewers, Ukrainian government is arming its citizens, its government officials today. 18,000 guns were distributed in government officials and some citizens. We have seen pictures, videos. Ukrainian Ministry of Defense is calling upon citizens to make petrol bombs to confront Russian military. We have seen pictures and videos of Ukrainian members of parliament who are armed. They say they'll defend their country. We saw pictures of Kira Rudik, who is member of parliament, and she was seen with a gun. She says that she is learning how to approach the gun and she will fight. Watch this video clip showing Ukrainian military distributing weapons to civilians, including their government officials and members of parliament.
Блядь, смотрите, что происходит на Оболоне, блядь, ебать, вся Оболонь, блядь, все мужчины, блядь, собираются, блядь, посмотрите, как все будет. Приходите, мы вас будем всех встречать. Даже без документов раздают. Приходи, защищай свое государство Украину. Слава Украине!
Thirdly, some developments related to NATO and EU's response to this conflict. NATO met today. It announced to deploy its troops in countries close to Ukraine. Of course, no NATO deployments to Ukraine. Ukraine is not part of NATO, but deployments could be made in other countries close to Ukraine. Some NATO members reportedly have shown their willingness to supply Ukraine with weapons. We have seen shipment of weapons in the past weeks from Canada, from the US. Question is, how will these shipments arrive in Ukraine? Is it too late? That's the main question. EU has imposed sanctions. Reportedly, they have agreed on Russian President Putin and Lavrov, Russian Foreign Minister. It means that both will not be able to travel to EU countries, and their assets will be frozen in EU. I don't think they would be having any assets there. But if they are barred from traveling to entire Europe, where there are the countries which are part of EU, it could be serious diplomatic disconnect between the EU and Russia. It has not been officially announced so far, but Russian news agency, EU officials, they are saying it has been agreed. So in coming hours, we could see announcement of sanctions on Putin and Lavrov. In another important development, Russia today threatened Finland and Sweden that if they become part of NATO, there could be political and military repercussions. Maria Zakharova, a spokesperson of Russian Foreign Ministry, spoke about that, and she clearly said that Finland and Sweden should not think about just their security by undermining other security. And if they press ahead with becoming part of NATO, there could be some political and military repercussions. So Russia is threatening Finland and Sweden that they should not become part of NATO. So Russia started this war to stop Ukraine from becoming part of NATO. Now it is threatening Finland and Sweden. We saw Finland and Sweden leaders talk to Zelensky today. Both pledged some financial assistance to help Ukrainian government today. So Russia is not happy with Finland and Sweden. Watch this clip of Maria Zakharova, Russian former spokesperson, talking about Finland and Sweden, threatening them.
OSCE's national members and providing security is the national sovereignty, and Finland and Sweden should not base their security based on damaging security of other countries, and their accession to NATO can have detrimental consequences and face some military and political consequences. And second question, head of Donbass.
Lastly, viewers, a key Russian offensive is underway on Odessa, Ukrainian coastal region, coastal area. When this war broke out almost 36 hours ago, Russians tried to enter Odessa, but they could not, reportedly. Now, once again, they have launched a massive offensive on Odessa. Raids are being launched, and warships in the Black Sea, they are participating in this operations. Russians want to take control of Odessa. Odessa is strategically very important, viewers. If Russians take control of Odessa, they'll move along Ukraine-Moldova border. They'll try to secure Ukraine's border areas with Moldova, Hungary, Slovakia, and others. First and the foremost priority of Russians is somehow to lay siege to Ukraine. They know that if this war goes on, Ukraine will be able to get support from outside, military support. So before that, they want to encircle Ukraine and somehow they want to reach capital Kiev. So far, they're not in control of Kiev. They have managed to enter northern part of Kiev, but still they're not in control of the city itself. They're trying to take control of Kiev and they're trying to lay siege to Ukraine. Odessa is an important front viewers. If Russians take Odessa, they'll try to move towards Ukraine, Moldova, Ukraine, Hungary, Ukraine, Slovakia border areas. I'll update you tomorrow about this Russian offensive on Odessa. Thanks for watching.